Alright, we're going to be covering a quick play game where I'm playing Baptiste, and specifically we're going to be talking about overly passive tanks and a support sort of how you play around them, but sort of not. I would not consider this a guide. It's mostly just interesting to talk and think through exactly what's going on in the situation. So, if people don't know, I've been playing a lot of Baptiste in quick play in preparation for playing him in competitive play because I basically had no Baptiste hours in the past. Getting a lot better with him, carrying a ton of games to wins. But this one in particular, I wanted to highlight just because it's a very odd game, which we ended up winning, but yeah, you'll see some strange things happen. So number one, my tank is super late spawning. I mean, it's quick play; it happens, which is a little annoying, but it is what it is. The Rhine's in. Try to save my Genji, right? That's he's dead. He's super extended. We have no tank. I see the Rhine's going right, so their Rhine's gonna be doing crazy things all game. He's super aggressive. I throw this lamp, but it's a little late. So these are kind of things that I'm trying to work out in quick play. Is I miss a lot of stuff all the time, right? Like I miss regen bursts, I miss lamps, I miss heals, I miss shots, like all the time. Baptiste, in my opinion, based on all the supports that I play, like I'm excluding Lifeweaver, I play basically all the other supports in Masters and arguably probably into at least low GM. I think Baptiste is the hardest support to play. I think he's definitely the hardest support to play just because there's like the sheer mechanics required to play Baptiste is insane. Just needing to weave all the time, shooting at different targets, different patterns of shooting, needing to heal, lamp, jump. Right, the skill ceiling is absolutely massive. And while like I think you can definitely carry games as Ana, I think that Baptiste has like a different level of carrying ability without abilities, but just through your sheer like shooting and mechanics. Anyway, I'm gonna kind of lose track of everything here. There's just too much going on. Fair shot me. There's no healing, so because the Zen died first, so I'm gonna die to splash rockets. I do dodge the rockets like more or less as best I can, but there's only so much dodging you can do. They're super overextended right now. I'm gonna follow this in very hyper aggressively. So I think this is really different than probably a lot of us sports where in this situation I'm pursuing because I'm like, look, we should be getting kills here. That way we can get these staggers and then we can hold choke, right? That's my perspective on what should be happening here. So I go up, challenge the May, right? Pop regen burst, pop lamp to make sure I win this fight. Right? She dies, great. I got shot a little bit, I think, from the Mercy in the back. And then we're gonna reset, we're going out here. Right, we got more picks, great. Just chilling. I don't really want to be playing. You see, like I want to back up here and just play the choke. My team is super aggressive. Soldier really shouldn't be that far out. You should just be playing in the arch, but is what it is. So the wall is gonna get popped here, and then I'm gonna walk forwards. I regen burst because I myself got low, and then I'm trying to save them. May throws a really good ultimate. There's literally nowhere for me to stand, and I'm gonna end up dying out here. So unfortunate, but they had ult advantage. They won the first fight. This is pretty typical. What's gonna hurt? I will tell you that we're gonna get totally rolled through first point and most of second point, and then on third point we're gonna almost lose the game and then get it back together. Really good tracking there. I think I was 6 for 6 on that May. The damage fall is gonna kick in at that range, which is why she's not dead. Otherwise she would be 100% dead. Ryan's gonna like charge or solo shatter solo shatters my soldier. I was like thinking about whether or not that might be a possibility just because based on how aggressive the Ryan was going to be, but I didn't want to leave my Ramatra because I was just nervous about my tank because I didn't feel like my tank was particularly good. So this is another good example of like as supports like reading like what you need to do. Okay, so my soldier died. I think other supports would be like, oh, let's chill, like go back or like play passive angle. You see that I'm booking it at the Ryan. Like I'm being very aggressive right now to kill him because he's discorded, he's low on health, his shield is low. Between me and the Zen, we can get a kill here. Unfortunately, I don't hear the Pharah above me, and then she's going to end up killing everyone. But we're losing fights, but we're forcing them to use ultimates to lose fights, which is the good thing. So at a minimum, we're not dying for nothing. Like, something is happening out of this. Ryan's going to go in here. So the Ryan is really out of position. He doesn't have charge. He's nowhere close to cover, so my perspective is like, hey, just try to get kills right now. Mercy dies. You see, I focused on Mercy first. Right, window, right for the Mercy, bam, 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 she's dead. Shoot the Ryan. Ryan's gonna get super, super low. Again, we need to get these picks in order to stop this cart. Okay, very, very important. We need these picks. You see how far back our tank and other DPS are. So we have 3 people here, right? 1, 2, 3 that had to fight against 1, 2, also 3, right? But the problem is they have a tank, so the Ryan could literally just stand on the cart and just shield us off and walk all the way in if necessary, and then we wouldn't be able to stop that. So it was super critical. That window was absolutely critical to win the fight. Ryan's low enough that the soldier finishes him off. I go after the Pharah. She's discorded. Pretty good shots there. Go for the Ana, who's overextended. Great, get another kill. and then aggression, 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 right? Playing supports like his DPS is very effective when you can pull it off, right? Just finding ways to be aggressive. So my perspective here is I want to play up, and I think about this a little later because a lot of quick play is limit testing, right? Seeing how much I can get away with Baptiste. I'm thinking that because they don't have any vertical capabilities except for the Pharah, that I can set up here and force the pharmacy to waste a lot of time forcing me off of this position. And then my team can step up, play Arch here, and then play 4 on 3 down here while I hold top. This is a very unusual perspective to have as supports, and I think it comes from me being a tank main is how much I think about space denial. Okay, if I can deny upper, my team can just set here, and it's gonna take them so long to get through this choke, right? They have to force a bunch of ultimates. Maybe probably needs to farm ulti or something to get through this, and then we're in good shape. But if I give this up, pharmacy comes through, right, or over the top, and then things get bad. So I want to be aggressive, so I'm gonna jump up here and then think, hey, I'm gonna reload and be like, wait, a whole team is here. Let's step up. Right? I look back, I check, hey, confirm, okay, all 5 of us here, we're good. I'm going to step forward. So you're going to see my Ramatra is not so interested in this, which is going to be a problem. We're going to go over here. I'm going to charge jump. I go for the jump. It's apparently not enough, which I did not realize, but also the Rhine is there, and I'm like, oh shoot, that's not a place that Rhines go. I was obviously not expecting the Rhine to come through that path. So I shoot the Rhine. I know he's going to come for me in a second. I jump to get on top of this, which I thought was a good play. The problem is, if we look here, because no one is forcing the choke, right, defending the choke, they're going to have freely walk through this, which is bad. Like, imagine my whole team was here, like Ramatra, etc., like the rest of the team was playing over here. This Rhine can never do this. Okay, he comes in, he just dies. Okay, additionally, this Pharah can never do this. She walks in here, and she would die as well, right? They would have to play slow, right, which would give me plenty of time to survive, maybe even hold this high ground for a while, use it as an extra angle, etc. But, unfortunately, they don't, right? You see my team is playing way the hell back and taking damage and then not doing anything, getting anything accomplished for this. I'm going to jump up. I do a bad reload here, which is a habit I'm trying to get myself out of. I go for the Mercy, regen burst. I lamp to try to buy myself time, right? Conk was really good at concussive. I should have thought of concussive. And then I'm going to get killed out of the air here. So what happens here? Oh, team ends up losing. It is what it is. For the record, if I was standing here, we still lose this fight. This is not a place you defend. This is not a real defending spot in King's Row, right? If anything, you're defending here like, as the tank. Playing up here is not a spot. You just get spammed out of this really easily. So we're going to die here. Ryan's going to charge in. He's going to shatter right away. I could have charged. I get regen burst off at least, but I could have jumped over this if I'd been good. I've yet to pull off a single jump over shatter, but I really should try. I think about it all the time, but I just never got a chance to. Either way, I didn't think he would shatter here because this is kind of a wasted shatter. Like the cart's still stationary right now. No one's even on the cart, so this is not a good ultimate. Right? They could have gotten this distance right now for free without using shatter. That's what I'm trying to say. I see the Pharah, right? Limit test. I'm like, okay. Oh no, wait. The first shooter down. Yep, she's great. So I could take this spot right here, but this is a very passive spot. This is a very aggressive spot. Why would I want to take an aggressive spot right now? Is because we just got to pick. So it should be 5-on-4 right now, right? And I want to try to deny the res. So I'm trying to get up here and attack. You notice that I'm consistently like way ahead of my tank. And like, yeah, my tank's responding, but also my tank isn't like, you see how my tank is like backing up right now? This is the incorrect play. Like you have to be walking forward right now. I go up here. I try to pop regen burst to save myself. Somehow regen burst goes off, but it does not save me. Unfortunate. The next thing would have been pump lamp, and I could have fought it out from there. But die, right? I try to save my tank. Try to kill the Pharah. Do some missing. It's sad. Now I'm gonna take the defensive angle. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna miss this again, just from not playing Baptiste enough, not knowing exactly how much I need. Like this is just short, so I need to be closer to the edge to get up top. And I'm gonna actually get killed here. Yeah. With no abilities. So I'm coming out. Things are looking pretty dire. The good news is my DPS are good, right? My DPS understand like the aggression, and you're going to see that start kicking in over the next 4.5 minutes as we hold this. So heal, throw in lamp, right? Lamp buys me time to just start killing people. I need to kill the Pharah because no one else is going to be able to kill the Pharah right now. I jump to be able to get heal over. All right, again, helping the people that my team can't kill. Mercy super low, great, she's dead. We lose our Risa, no problem. And now again, aggression, aggression, aggression. Okay? I have no tank, but I do not care. I want to get these staggers. If I die, it's not a big deal, right? I have short spawn, no problem. I will be back. Pharah comes out, that was a mistake. We get the kills, great. Now we're going to reset and we're going to hold high ground. So this is the beginning of, again, a 4-minute long hold where I think they only win one fight thanks to ultimates. And this spot is very, very difficult for their lineup to deal with, right? The Rein, I'm totally immune to the Rein, right? And the Ana is like sort of a problem, but not really. The Pharah is like relatively even, but I can shoot her out of the air just as easily as she can shoot me out of the air, and the Junk can only spam me, which a long way away. He can't really dive me safely in this situation. So I start working the Rein. As soon as I see him shield, I switch targets. Junk's in the open, work him down. Mercy's open right now. Gun her down, super low. Right, again, working on the Junk. You see everyone just spamming me, but I'm using my... It's hard to explain for people who are not used to the game. But basically, I'm staring at a target, but I'm using my peripheral vision around my crosshair to see the spam coming in, and that's how I'm dodging this. So you're going to see these attacks coming in, and I'm going to move in such a way that I'm consistently dodging the attacks while still managing to shoot at targets, which is not an easy skill. Junk gets super low, is going to aim by me. Soldier going to be able to fork him down. Echo's going to play up here with me. And you notice that I'm like basically not healing my tank at all. And you might say, oh, okay, well, like, isn't it your job to heal tank? The problem is my tank is playing so far back, right? Like, the tank playing here does nothing. Like, the tank's gotta be playing here, up here, so that I can shoot and I can heal at the same time. Then, if that was the case, like, I would be healing just fine, right? But my tank is just not playing in the right spot. Super, super passive. See, again, right now, like, why is my tank backing up? Like, what is the reason to back up? If you take a fight here, you can lose 2 fights. One fight here, second fight here to lose the point. But if we play further back, like here, you only really get 1 fight, right? If you die here, they're gonna come in and they're gonna camp your doors, and you're never gonna get out and get a second fight. So I start shooting. Again, there's nobody for me to heal right now because they're all like really far back. I can heal the Echo. I really should have had the awareness to heal the Echo, especially since I see the Ana healing, but I'm mostly just focusing on shooting. Great, concussive gets used, and I get knocked to low ground. No problem. I jump right back up. Excellent to have concussive wasted on me is really, really good. Concussive is a surprisingly strong ability for people who are not familiar with it. You can knock people out of position. You can knock them off the map. Things like that. It's very, very strong. So for me to just boost back up is great. I also knew the Rein has shatter, so I want to get back to the high ground as soon as possible. I threw the slam probably too far forwards. Yeah. I drop right away because at this point I know I'm going to have to focus to save my team. So I don't want to stay up here where the Pharah can aggress on me, right? So that's why I drop right now to take cover. Pharah attacks. But this is another good example of why if I did not have to deal with this, I would have stayed high ground and prevented the Pharah from ever getting in position to ulti, right? If I'm here, I can fight the Pharah, I can use regen burst, she can't conk me off, right? I can use a lamp, and I can just duel her out here, at a minimum buying 5-6 seconds of time, tying up 2 of their heroes for just me, for my team to win the fight. But because the shatter landed, I have to drop and focus this fight. She dies. Heal my Visoring Soldier. You see, I walk straight to the right. I have no fear. I know we've won the fight already. I know the fact that nobody died right away means that we've won the fight. So you see I'm walking forwards, not backwards, not maintaining any space on a Rein because I know the fight is over. Regen burst to make sure no one else dies. Mercy's going to go in to suicide to this Kiriko, which is useless. I could have saved her. That was my mistake. And then try to get kills here. I'm playing a little slow here because I'm in one-shot range. If I'm below 75, then Ana can kill me 1 dart. But now at this point, no problem. Push and go. Alright, so this is a bad window. I was expecting them to keep pushing in. I was just kind of an autopilot. This is a really bad window. This easily could have cost me the game. But the good news is they don't realize how long the window lasts, and they come back in. They get shredded. I think that I personally do a ton of damage. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did a lot of damage to that Mei. I almost instantly killed her with 1 burst. But also a lot of damage to the Roadhog, which forces him back. And now you're going to see one of the funniest moments. So I understand this is a 5-on-4 situation. We should be pushing into them to wipe the whole team to buy more time. Okay? You know who doesn't understand that is my tank. So you're going to see me go out here fighting. And you see I'm frontlining right now, and it's very intentional. Because I know we're going to win the fight anyway. Like, I trust myself to stay alive here long enough. Like, I think that I can dodge the hook. I'm pretty far away, right? Even if I do get hooked and die here, I'm pretty sure we're still going to win the fight. So I'm just out here cranking out damage. You know who's not? My Orisa. So fight. So I'm going to watch this segment 3 ways. Okay, so we just saw it from third person. So watch me from the drop. So I'm going to drop right now because, again, right, I dodged the hook. I continue farming the Roadhogs. I want to farm another window because I just wasted my last one, right? Farm, 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 farm. I'm too far away for anyone to do meaningful damage to me except for the Ana, right? And if the Ana starts doing damage, like I can use Regen Burst and I'll be fine, okay? Hog can't kill me from here. Reaper can't kill me here. Mercy obviously doesn't do anything. Ana can't kill me from here, right? Well, actually, sorry. Ana can't kill me, which takes 3 darts. Plenty of time for me to react. I literally take almost no damage from the Roadhog and Reaper at this range. I get purpled, so I back up. And then my team is going to finish the wipe from here, right? Again, lots of cooldowns first, lots of damage dealt, and then we're going to get some more kills from here. We have to make sure he doesn't die, and then etc. So again, let's go back and watch this from the moment that I'm going to drop. Right. So I understand. Okay. We're going to kill the Mei. All right. Now I'm going to drop right now. See what my Orisa does. So as a general rule, if you are the tank and your teammates are pushing past you, and you're not literally about to die, you're probably doing something wrong. So you see the Orisa's playing super far back, right? This is more like suppressing fire, which is useless, versus actually hitting anybody. You see she's clearly not trying to control the angle. She's not trying to she could just walk in here and kill everybody right now. But she doesn't have that read of like what to be going on, right? She's even pinging for us to like come back, because she doesn't understand the game well enough to see that this was a massive opportunity to get kills. Anyway, so from here, I know the Mei's here, right? Still hunting to get kills. Again, if I die here, it's not a big deal. People dying right now, we will respawn in time to have 2 fights. The only bad thing that can happen here is if we die out here and then my tank runs up late to go assist and then dies. And then 15, 20 seconds later, that's devastating and that denies us a fight. But as long as we're playing up so far, like we're fine. So I get the Mei super low. You're going to see this is, a double headshot plus Echo is going to chase after her. I'm going to reload here. I really should have shot one more burst. I need to be more optimal about getting all the ammo out of a mag before I reload. There's like way too much reloading going on. Baptiste reloads takes a long time. Try to heal the Echo out of the air. And we go back to playing up here. So they swapped the Sigma. Right, I see the rock, dodge the rock, regen the burst as soon as I start getting a little bit low. I force grasp, shot one burst too many, and again, just cranking out the breaking Sigma shield as soon as I possibly can. Without Sigma shield, without grasp, it's really, really hard for him to go anywhere. So I know they have a Symmetra, so I'm expecting the Symmetra to be coming up soon. My perspective is I'm gonna duel out with the Symmetra. Okay, with so many people here, I'm not gonna lose the Symmetra 1v1, or rather 2v1, 3v1. I have them reloading when she comes up. Unfortunately, I throw a lamp to make sure we can't die here. Fight her out. I didn't even shoot the turret because, again, I want to kill her first. But she pops Nano, and I'm like, oh, shoot. Well, that was unexpected. And then she does a good job staying high ground and not dropping, and then kills me. So this is the fight we lose. We're going to come back out. My tank has taken way too long. So let's kind of see what happens while this is going on. So she needs to be playing up at the corner. Again, if she's playing at the corner, she would be getting healed. But because she's playing back here, I can't shoot and heal, so I'm prioritizing just shooting. And only my Kiriko maybe is able to heal her. Right? She has to play up right now. Right? With Nano popped, she's got to play up and kill these 3. But see how she just uses Fortify. She's not doing anything right now. Wasting a ton of time. She should just die right now at this point. There's almost no way for her to get out. She goes into this, but shooting the tank is the worst call. Etc. And I'm not going to harp on this too much. Obviously, this is not about the player. I'm just talking about this is what happens when a tank is overly passive. They aren't doing anything. And the DPS and the supports are carrying the game by controlling the high ground space and forcing them to commit a lot. They had to nano a sim just to get us off of high ground, right? So that kind of positioning really, really burns resources from the enemy team. I try to lamp the Orisa here. It's too late. Sigma tries chasing me. I'm trying to dodge the Hyper Pursuit as much as I can. I jump top right. I know what's on top right. If I assume I don't die right away, I'm pretty much good. I window right now, even though sim wall is up, because I'm hoping to either A, break the sim wall, or kill someone on this side of the sim wall, because they don't realize it. Get the Mei kind of low. It's not the best window, but it does actually work out finally. I know the window lasts long enough that it'll outlast the wall. At a minimum, it'll force them to have to play conservative and play on this side of the cart. Because stalling out fights is good, remember, when you're in defense on final point, because you have such a strong spawn advantage, right? Your spawn's so much closer. So playing out here, this is another really great example. The Sigma's going to solo grasp me here. This is this is like really absurd. Like I'm getting solo grassed in a situation where there's like all these other things going on because of how annoying I'm being, right? You see, I wait here for him to hit me first, and then I pop regen burst, even though it's possible that I could get one shot here of damage burst. Is that possible? Very, very close. I would say not literally possible. Because I want to get the extra 50 health from dropping below 50. So I wait, I hold, and as soon as I drop below 50, I regen burst. Then I put out lamp just to make sure I don't die to the follow up burst, because I know that he has a mercy pocket. I aim at the Sigma right now because the mercy's simply below me, and I know that I have my whole team here, so they're gonna kill the mercy. So I just worked on the Sigma until the mercy's in range. Great, and now easy cleanup. Okay, cool. So again, this isn't a guide at all. I don't really intend for, it's not organized like, oh, here's the central concept. I think just looking through, hey, like having a passive tank and how much that impacts the game and prevents you from making the right plays is really painful. And as a tank player, I think watching this, you can kind of see like the tank is making the wrong calls, right? Playing super far back and not doing anything. I'm sure the tank also felt like they weren't getting any heals from me, and for a lot of the game, I was running Baptiste Zen, and it's true, they weren't getting heals because they're not in the right position, right? If they played up, they'd be getting plenty of healing from me, but if they play back behind me, then obviously I'm not going to be healing them because I'm going to be damaging. And then from a support perspective, trying to learn how to take space, be annoying, force enemy teams to use ultimates just to get rid of you out of a position is huge, right? Absolutely huge, especially taking advantage of their lack of mobility to push you off is really, really important. All right, I'm going to stop there. Hopefully this is interesting.